It's a little hard sometimes to rest, unwind. Holla if you're here because you want to leave your stress behind. Getting into overload, don't lose your flow. Holla if you're here because you wanna bury your sorrow in a vibe, honey. All of your troubles don't seem so amplified, 'cause inside we're brave. Can't take you over deeply, your appetite. Got to vibe, honey. We got the specialist beat secret supply. We put it down, and I'll be telling us, yeah. Spin another vibe, bro. We lift and light up. When the night ends, you'll be leaving on a high note. Get out the hyper, yeah. Spin another vibe, bro. We lift and light up. When the night ends, you'll be leaving on a high note. Get out here. And you'll be singing higher, You'll be singing higher in no time. Like I don't wanna go, go home. And you'll be singing higher, You'll be singing higher, Get out here. It's a little hard sometimes to feel the quiet. Holla if you're settling, we'll let it spin whenever tired. Getting into overload, don't lose your flow. Holla if you're here because you wanted us to take control with the vibe, honey. All of your troubles don't seem so amplified, 'cause inside we're brave. Can't take you over deeply, your appetite. That's a vibe, honey. We got the specialist beat secret supply. We put it down, and they'll be telling us, yeah. Spin another vibe, bro. We lit the lights up. When the night ends, you'll be leaving on a high note. Get out the hyper, yeah. Spin another vibe, bro. We lit the lights up. When the night ends, you'll be leaving on a high note. Get out here. You'll be singing higher in no time. Like I don't wanna go home. You'll be singing higher, I don't wanna go
Well, welcome in everybody to Kern Raceway for round 2 of the virtual racing Aotearoa Kiwi Sim Racing short track series. And tonight, again on this Monday night, joining me in the comms box, it's none other than Corey Kitchen. Corey, welcome in for another Monday night racing.
Yeah, Monday means VRA and we're versing KSR, and it's been a fierce battle. There's a KSR car sitting at the top of qualifying right now.
Mr. Baker, none other than Mr. Ewan Baker.
Yeah, so I guess that means Matthew Pluck won't be winning tonight.
I don't even know if Pluck's in the house, to be fair. Oh, he is too. Yeah, he's sitting in P6. Merged out of nowhere. Tell you what,
yeah, 0.075 behind Ewan Baker, so he's really not that far off.
Yeah, neither is Mitch Fabish. Look at that time between him and Ewan Baker. Absolutely nothing in it. It's, picking up some of these cars through the field. Ross Buchan on your screen. Currently sits P10 in qualifying, just a few minutes to go. And we will get...
apologies to Ross.
Yeah. Good name.
Yeah, sorry, Ross Buchan. I've been calling you Yukin, and I apologise.
Oh, classic. It's all good. I'm sure he won't mind.
No. Well, to be fair, you did say you told me, and I do believe you.
100%. Well, tonight, what do we got? Again, 2 15-minute heat races, and then a 40-minute feature race. How many rollovers tonight, mate? Surely we're going to get a couple tonight. We got one last week. Surely we try and double the number this week.
Yeah, get more aggressive out there, drivers. We want to see some lid skids.
Surely there's enough room to go like 5 wide around this track too, so... Willie's hoping
like
for a couple as well, so here we go.
It looks like you never really stopped tuning, apart from here.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, what is it, the Kevin Harvick Kern Raceway. Interesting, I'm pretty sure it's got a dirt layout as well. This track.
Is that on the inside?
Yeah, it must be where you can see that dirt there.
It was pretty cool what they did at Adelaide this weekend, wasn't it? You had the V8s racing, you had motocross, and you had they turned a cricket oval into a speedway. How cool is that?
Yeah, that was awesome. I watched both nights of that actually, streamed both nights, and yeah, Jock Goodyear getting it done in the first night. That was pretty epic. Yeah, the second night, man, she was pretty tough out there for those drivers. Pretty slick track to deal with the second night, but it was still good racing. And what they did, like 10 days or something, they built it. And
that is pretty cool.
Went racing on it. But yeah, man, how about the carnage in the supercars?
Oh yeah, no, I Wreckfest last night. There was an English fella in there. I'm not going to name any names, but he wasn't a fan of Mothbit.
Yeah, well, that's yeah. I reckon next year's going to be more carnage when it's done over one race, to decide the champion. But we'll find out, I guess. But short track racing tonight. Of course, we got a bit of an invert too, don't we, Corey? Was it top 8 inverted for the second heat race, and then top 16 for that 40-minute feature? So that man, a 16 field invert. That is going to spice it up a bit.
Yeah, looks like we're going to have 20 cars starting. Looks like the Sigma boys aren't worried about quali. So Willie McLean, Bryce Harding, Luke Dilworth and Corey Crossan all sitting it out. So starting off the back, maybe.
Yeah, see if they avoid the carnage possibly. But I'll tell you what, it's time to go heat racing. We'll get ourselves a grid draw. The way they will line up off row number 1, it's going to be Ewan Baker lining up next to Mitch Fabish.
Off row number 2, Xavier Simmons and Kyle Matthews.
Out of row 3, it'll be Michael Kemp and Josh Galashan.
Out of the next row, Matthew Clark and Josh Mertens.
Out of row 5, it'll be Josh Warburton and Ross Buchan.
Brady Stanley and Craig Brock.
Row 7, it'll be David Sontag and Sam Waddell.
Row number 8, Shane Moring and Paul McKenzie.
Row number 9, it'll be Willie McLean lining up next to Luke Dilworth.
And then off the back, Bryce Harding and Corey Crossan.
And that is your lineup for the first heat race of the night. And last week it was on laps, wasn't it? But that's how it ended up anyway. The laps beat the time.
Yeah, it did, yeah. But I guess that won't work out if it was the same last week. It was only a 15-minute too, wasn't it?
Yeah, slightly bigger track. Same, we got 45 laps ahead of us on my timing screen, so we'll see what happens once we go green. Will we be time certain, or will we get it done?
I guess we'll find out after the first race.
Yeah, we will find out. It's going to be Baker leading him out, and how up the wazoo with a paint on that grid draw. Absolutely nothing like the cars on track. That's what it
Up
is.
the wazoo, you almost got me excited there for a minute. And you added some more on the end of it.
Oh boy. Sounds like trouble to me. Formation lap. Lights out on the safety car. We're about to go racing here at Kern Raceway.
Giggity, giggity, let's go racing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. Late models. Let's see what they produce tonight. Will we get another rollover? Give us a lid skid. They say the camper's parked up on the corners, ready for the action to unfold. Ewan Baker to lead us out. And I tell you what he said last night. He seems to be alright doing a quick lap of qualifying, but loses the tyres fairly quickly during a race. So we'll see what happens tonight. Is the 95 of Fabish round the outside and into the early race lead here at Kern Raceway.
It just shows how wide this track is too, eh? To that view there before, looking back at the cars, there were 3 wide and there was still plenty more left.
Yeah, a lot of room. They're 3 wide through the corners, nice and easy too. But it's the corners that tend to tighten up. So watch the exits. Get 3 wide coming off the corner, and they quickly run out of room. But so far, so good tonight. Simmons pops himself up into P2.
Is the speed on the timing in miles per hour or kilometres?
Oh, geez. He's asking the tough questions tonight, folks. Surely that's in kph, because that's what I would have had iRacing set to. So you would think so, yeah, 200 k's an hour. This will tell us miles. Yeah, so k's on my timing screen and miles, miles on the screen. Look at that. Simmons now gets the pass done on Baker and moves into the race lead.
We did see a good first race from him last week too, didn't we? And a little bit of an incident sort of tucked him back, and then he got up for the last.
Yeah, general story with Xavier. Seems to go on a good run and then gets unstuck somewhere along the line. Tonight he'll see if he can string it all together. Heat race 1, of course, that 8-car invert at the moment. Josh Murdens and Brady Stanley in around that position. We've got tyre smoke out there, so possibly someone's had a moment out there. Looks like Sam Waddell, Josh Galashan early as well. Maybe.
Of course, no live or no safety cars tonight or cautions.
Yeah,
that's pretty handy.
Yeah, how good is that, isn't it? We'll go back and we'll have a look at this this replay. Whoops. Here it is on your screen now. I forgot to load the replay screen, but we'll be right. We see Galashan. Oh, he gets turned around from the 18. And looks like everyone's going to make it through safely. So not too much harm done there. We'll see what's happened to Sam Waddell. Something happened after he's made contact. Oh, there you go. Gets turned around by the 76, and I believe that's going to be Craig Brock. So there are the replays of what has gone down so far in the early stages. So we're back live. Galashan, he has lost a ton of time. Almost going to get lapped now, so. And with no yellows, Corey, hard to come back from there.
Yeah, well, at least you've got another 2 races to give another run.
What's gone on here for Kempe? Looks like he's had a moment now. Possibly turned it around. We'll go back and have a look. As we approach the 1/3 stage, maybe David Sontag. Ross Buchan in behind the 98 of Kempe. Oh, just makes contact, turns him around. I'll tell you what, the toys, they'll be getting thrown out of the cot right there for Kempe. He won't be impressed with that one.
Yeah, it's unlucky.
Soldiers on though, he will soldier on. Brady Stanley and Crossan here having a bit of a battle out on track. 9 of Crossan. Someone forgot to put the livery on it.
Yeah, so fast it fell off, maybe.
Yeah, too right. I'll tell you what, Willie McLean, quickest out there at the moment, starting to make some progress through the field. Currently sits P15. Oh, big moment for the 7. Shane Mowring, he is having a mare of a time out there.
Yeah, a little bit of frontal damage on the car 7 there. We got fast repairs? I don't even know that info myself.
I believe they will have. Surely carries on for now. I'll see if I can find 1 times fast repair.
Oh, there we go.
So they do have that option, but man, you go down pit lane, and what do you fall back a couple of laps around here? 18.3 seconds. I'd say
Yeah, well, we've already got a few cars a lap down. Josh Gallican and Sam Waddell and Shane Mowring. Michael Kemp is he's 9.7 seconds off the lead, and that's half a lap.
yeah, on his lonesome too at the moment. Sontag, Willie McLean side by side. Down the straight. Number 8 hanging in there, tough on that outside. Oh, almost contact. Oh, there was an almost moment for the 29. Oh, and he's been turned huge. He's over.
Oh,
Lands it though. He sticks it. And I tell you what, he was in the chat not long ago talking about it. He was talking about some rollovers. Surely
Yeah,
we've got something.
there.
We've got something here. Surely.
We can call that close spit nose cigar.
Let's hopefully it goes on the right man here. We'll run on board with them first off and check out the view. Oh, there you go, just reverse spun. Goes down the track sideways, on his side, sorry, for a little bit.
We'll call that a door skid.
Yeah, side skid possibly, yeah. There we go, from the outcast shot there, just turned over. Didn't go over, so we can't really credit him a lid skid, but it's an almost.
Yeah, it's halfway there.
Yeah.
50%.
Yeah. Just a little
Next time, be a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah.
And
you'll nail it. So we go back live. He's heading down pit lane, so a bit of damage to that car. There's still Simmons, though, out front from Baker, who has hung in tough for the meantime. Just just under 8 minutes to go. How are we tracking for laps? Over halfway. So you'd say we're going to run out of laps before time?
well, we halfway in time.
Yeah, just. To go, what have we got time? 7.5 minutes. Exactly.
Well, I guess we'll just check it out in a minute, see how many laps. If
Yep.
you want to get, 15 or 18 seconds a lap, so
Yeah, I'd say.
four in a minute.
Yeah, I'd say they'll probably get about 30 seconds of time remaining as they cross the line. We'll see. We'll see Simmons leading it from Baker.
Yeah.
Been trouble-free up the front so far, but a bit of lap traffic. Just caught a glimpse just up ahead. Will they catch them before the laps or time run out?
These two up the front have opened up a 1.2 second gap, and those cars in behind. Oh, bit of a touch on the wall there. I think both of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Another battle here for third going on between Fabish Matthews and Matt Clark. Going at it, providing some good racing, I must say. 20-car field. And these guys are going at it out there. You've got to love it. It's like nearly everyone's got someone to race against out there.
I think Kyle Matthews, he started out of fourth, and he's been there the whole race, so he's just going to hold off Pluck and maybe get it done on Mitch Babish.
Yeah, look at that. Corey Crossan, your biggest mover so far, up 13 spots. Dilworth up 12. Go back to Harding, he's up 8 spots. Brady Stanley up 3, and Simmons, your race leader, he's moved up from P3. And has looked comfortable out front. But Baker now is applying some pressure. Was alongside him just then. So we're going to see a cracking finish here. You get that feeling.
Yeah, 14 to go now. So definitely all on, and that lap traffic is going to play a part in this.
Yeah, so it's going to be who can get through that the cleanest is Baker. He is on the rear of Simmons at the moment. And we talk about that inverted gain just quickly. Corey, Brady Stanley at the moment sits P8, so he'll be your pole sitter if it was to finish like that.
Yeah, he's got a wee bit of a gap back to Josh Murdens too.
Baker shows the nose a little bit again. Thought about it.
Well, it wouldn't be Monday night without these two getting into some sort of a battle.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I tell you what, it'd be bloody good to see Baker back in Ian's car. He held his own on the ovals, that's for sure. Of course, tomorrow night, Corey, man, that was reaction, surely reaction there from Baker. You saw Simmons just get a bit out of shape, and Baker's life flashed before him. Possibly he got out of the way quick, smart, didn't need to in the end, but that's going to cost him a shot at the lead, I would say.
You reckon after 15 minutes or how about 45 laps, these tyres will be pretty melted around a track like this?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah. Surely.
Yeah, Xavier. He's rough on the tyres.
Yeah.
Savage.
Be interested to see if it, in the 40 lap race, if anyone ends up around the top or not. I'm guessing it's all going to be down the bottom, but we'll see what happens. We'll come that 40-minute feature race. But Simmons so far leading this one out. Mitch Fabish has done a good job. Can he get to the back of Baker and put a bit of pressure on?
I see Matthew Pluck has managed to get around Kyle Matthews as well into fourth.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a charge to get himself into a podium position too, surely. I'm not quite sure how the points are going at the moment for this. We don't really have a way to look either, do we? Since it's hosted sessions, I don't know if it's on what is it, the points place, whatever it is. So Kempe here having a bit of a battle with Sontag. He's come back into the race nicely here, Kempe, after being turned around. He's back 11 seconds, but found himself someone to battle with. He was in no man's land earlier. He's got Willie McClune not far behind, but Willie McClune, he is a lap down after coming down pit lane, getting that quick repair after spending a bit of time on his side.
Yeah, that almost lid skip somewhat.
Yeah, almost entertaining enough for the comms box. I got behind it, but does need to do a little bit better next time and actually turn it over. Luke Dilworth on a mission. Up to 6 now.
Yeah, the first of the Sigma boys, isn't he? And you can see there, Corey Crossan in behind him.
Yeah, 13 positions forward for Crossan, 12 for Dilworth. Harding 10. Where is Harding at the moment? P9.
Yeah, just Brady Stanley in between him and his teammate.
1 minute 42 to go, so they're going to do the laps will run out first. This is a battle going on here between Dilworth, Crossan and Stanley. Crossan is into it. Baker, in the meantime, has got the lead in this one. And he's going to get the white flag next time by Simmons. He's not going to give in that easy. Shows his nose again. Tries to force it up the inside. Oh! That was almost moment. White flag, surely. In the air for Baker. One more time around Kern Raceway. Simmons is not going to be close enough.
Yeah, Baker saved his tyres.
So just getting distracted by the kids in the background. Ewan Baker Done a great job. We missed that pass for the lead, but yeah, looked after the tyres in that one and got the pass done. Took the race out. And by rights, we should be heading straight into heat race number 2 as Baker celebrates.
And quickly gets T-boned.
Just quickly put your top 10 up because we need to get these grids underway. The car's now on grid, but that is how they finished in the first race, the top 10. On your screens there, Baker. Wasn't much in it down to the line, was there? Well, Sam Waddell down 10 laps. And, Shane Mowring, he was in the wars big time. We'll get into this grid draw. I'm going to say this is the B main. We got it. Out of the front row, it's going to be Brady Stanley lining up next to Corey Crossan.
Row number 2, Luke Dilworth and Kyle Matthews.
Out of row 3, it'll be the 51er Matt Pluck lining up next to Mitch Fabish.
Row number 4, Xavier Simmons and Ewan Baker.
Out of row 5, it'll be Bryce Harding lining up next to Josh Murdens.
Row number 6, it's Craig Brock and Ross Buchan.
Out of row 7, John Warburton lines up next to Michael Kemp.
Row number 8, David Zontag and Paul McKenzie.
Out of row number 9, it'll be Josh Galashan lining up next to Willie McClune.
And off the back, Shane Mowring and Sam Waddell.
I tell you what, did not lose track of the rows that time, Corey.
No, I wasn't laughing.
We're about to get things underway with heat race number 2 course. Top 8 invert from that first race. And now this one, the top 16 invert for that 40-minute feature race.
Yeah, so any of those guys that started off the back, you know, they get up a few spots and just hover around there for a pole position off the next race.
Yeah, save the night. Sam Waddell possibly just get himself up to P16 and claims rights for a front row start for the feature. Looks like we could get some lights on at some point here, Corey.
Oh, how good would that be? And how about, you know, starting in 16th for the feature and see how far you can get.
Yeah.
If you win this race, you're going to get punished.
Oh, yes. Long time
Might
to do it, though. But here we go, underway. Stanley with a great jump. Moves into the early lead, but look who's right there, Luke Dilworth and Corey Crossan. And they will not muck around. Oh, a bit of contact with the wall further back. Again, another nice clean start. Looks like only 19 cars. Took the start there.
Yeah, I think we might have lost Sam Waddell.
Sam Waddell, yes, you are correct. So, heat 2 underway. And hopefully we are coming across nice and clear out there. Forgot to ask that question earlier. How good does Corey sound tonight? Nice and clear on that microphone.
Yeah, give me some feedback, because if it's not, then this microphone's going in the bin.
Stanley here. Looking to put some pressure on Dilworth. Turns him around, and that is Dilworth.
And Crossan's
Oh, it's huge. We got one over, folks. Dilworth. This is half the field gone. Looks like Fabish just backs it up in front of the traffic, and yeah, well, heat race number 2. It was a top 8 invert, and it has erupted. Your early race leader, Dilworth, found himself on his lid down the back straight, and again, he can thank his teammate for the curse tonight, Willie McClune. He was all about the rollovers early, and we've got another one, heat race number 2, providing the goods.
I think we're 5 laps into this, and I tell you what, Willie McClune, he's up into 7th, and he started right off the back there, so I think he was off the second last row.
Okay, we're going to have to unfold this a fair bit, I'd say. Let's see where it's all started for these two.
Kyle Matthews has managed to find his way out to the lead now.
I'm going to see it. See if it was this one. We'll see what happens with this replay. Because it's all gone off not long after this, and this will be pretty close to it. Here we see Stanley just turns the back of Dilworth. And from there, Dilworth, she was, hold on. We've gone way back there. Oh well, can the replays, Corey? We're going to go back live. Push the wrong button and that's what happens.
Oh well.
At least we did see the lid skid though, so there's heaps of cars involved in that, eh? So a fair few damaged cars out there. Dilworth sits down pit lane. Kyle Matthews, meantime, leads it out from Simmons, who's made a hell of a charge from P7.
Yep, he got lucky there. That incident happened, which just all opened up for Kyle Matthews. Finds himself out the front. Xavier Simmons, and he's managed to find his way back up there as well. What's happened to Ewan Baker? He's dropped down to 13th.
Yeah, I think he was possibly caught up in that that melee. Yeah, certainly was. So we'll go back. We'll bring it back up, and we'll see who else actually got involved in that. Looks like Murdens, Baker, Fabish. There's Corey Crossan, gets into him. There you can see Fabish. There goes Baker around. The 42 went out in sympathy. Harding's going around. Paul McKenzie.
Yeah, that car 63 almost just, was almost going to go over.
Oh, there you go. Paul McKenzie just caught with Fabish as he backed out onto the track. Yeah, this one here, it shows it. Dilworth, what a ride. Almost two cars over. Fabish got up on two wheels as well, so man, that was a whole lot going on there.
Did that car 63's roof touch the track and will that class as a lead skid?
Well, surely it did.
Into the 45 lap race.
Well, look at the pressure on. Oh, Kempy's been turned. It's Sontag. I'm pretty sure it was Sontag got into the back of the 98. Kempy, his night just goes from bad to worse.
That top five now has almost got a 10-second buffer for this pack behind.
Yeah, just getting away a little bit, aren't they? Kempy, he won't be happy. He's probably, is he still in the server? Well, yeah, he's still out there circulating. Is he going to pull a big right turn on someone, perhaps?
Coming down the lane.
Down the pit lane, gets a service. Fast repair done, no doubt. Now head back out there. What a shot that is on the back straight.
The oval races are known for getting revenge, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
They don't forget things. It could be, half a season later. They're going to give you a wee nudge when they get a chance, aren't they?
Oh, yeah, definitely. When the opportunity arises. And if you're smart, you leave it till when it matters the most. Does that look like a pass for the lead? Oh, there is nothing in that. Simmons pushing Matthews.
We did get a good view of that. But yeah, someone did get right. It's a lap car, isn't it? Is that Mitch Fabish?
Yes, it is Fabish in that 95. So, wow, that was all go there. And Pluck now. Going to get up the inside of Kyle Matthews and steal another position. Tell you what, that was a big moment there. That rollover claimed a few cars.
It did. Yeah, Willie McLean 1 lap down. Craig Brock is 12 seconds down. So there's a group of cars from 9th through to 12th. They're over half of a lap behind. from 6th back to 9th. They're half a lap behind.
Yeah, huge. Just seeing if I actually managed to clip that right or not. Hopefully I have. We'll find out. Should have
Xavier, and yet Mitch Fabish going high there, letting the leader get by.
Yeah, Simmons, is he going to take 2 from 2? Oh, sorry, no, Baker. Simmons going to make up for that last minute pass from Baker in race 1 and claim this one. Half a second lead at the moment over the 113 of Matthews. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, we asked and they seem to have delivered so far for us, Corey.
Yeah, plenty of action in these first two 15-minute races. So if that's anything to go by this last race, how long is it? 40
minutes? Yeah, so that is possible. It's going to be about 120, 130 odd laps, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, it's going to be exciting.
Oh yeah, and that should, in theory, include some pit stops, I would imagine.
Oh yeah, we need some strategy.
Yeah, definitely, and I surely we'll see some tyres get changed in that.
Yeah, well, the way these guys are driving, they're going to be cooking them guys.
Oh yes, big time.
Did we get any feedback on the mic yet?
No.
Bit lonely out there in Twitch world.
Yeah, nothing as yet. No one seems to want to tell us tonight, but must be happy enough, otherwise they probably would have abused us by now. As we see here, the 34 of Baker, he's just stayed out with that damage, has he? Looks like he has. The front left has taken an absolute beating. But somehow has managed to keep it on the track for now. All right. Hopefully that clip is done, Corey.
Clip?
Of the rollover?
All right, you've got a clip of it.
Yeah. Hopefully that has worked. As we see here, Willie McLean back at P15. At the moment, got a bit of work to do as he's into the fence hard down the back straight. I'll tell you what, at this point, possibly is just going to finish up there and start off the front row for that final race of the night. But Mitch Fabish at the moment, he is, well, Kempe in fact goes up to P16, so look out. Look out. Kempe off the front row.
Wasn't he off the front row last night in your full contact race?
Yeah, well, he was up towards the front and he ended up on his roof, so...
Oh, well, he is one for giving us those lid skids, so credit to Kempe.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Matt Pluck said earlier, he said, just watch Kempe, that'll be enough entertainment for everyone, so... It's been amongst the wars, but it is out front at the moment. Simmons, comfortable margin over Kyle Matthews and Matt Pluck. He has turned the 113 around by the looks in the background. Got into the back of him. And well, just when you thought he was going to get a podium finish.
Oh, and that's bad for Kyle. He's losing spots really bad. He had to wait for that next pack of cars. So did the right thing. Didn't pull that on track though. Yeah,
smart driving there. So he's going to be. He's dropped down the field for now, but we'll see him up towards the front in the feature race tonight. That is a guarantee.
I guess if it goes pear-shaped for you, you're just going to give up some spots, but. I mean, he's already lost a lap, but that Xavier just going around him there.
Yeah, just like that, eh? He doesn't take long. He was not far off the lead not long ago, but now let's see how we're tracking for time in this one. Just under 3 minutes to go. 7 laps to go in the race. Make that 6 now for Simmons.
Yeah, 2.5 second gap back to Brady Stanley, his teammate too, and Ross Buchan having a good race too, up in 3rd spot there.
You just said it wrong again.
Oh, Buchan, sorry.
Oh, classic.
Habits, people.
Yeah, too
It's
right.
hard to break them.
Too right. We saw the 42 earlier. That is Josh Murdens in that 42 car. SP Tools on board. One of those fast lane drivers. He sits back P13. Simmons now 5-4. Make that 4 to go. And I don't think he's going to be bothered too much towards the end of this one. You see Stanley just about a whole straightaway behind at the moment. Ross Buchan up into 3rd. Matt Pluck sits P4, so Pluck didn't lose too much in the way of positions. When he got into Matthews, but Matthews has lost a ton.
Yeah, 18 seconds of it down a lap.
Battle going on here between Dilworth. Crossan, where is Crossan in the race at the moment? Sits P6, so Dilworth a lap down. Giving the 9 car a bit of a hard time. Oh, Crossan hard into the fence. White flag in there. Meantime, for your race leader, Simmons. And he is going to go another podium here. 2nd in the first one. He's going to take the victory in race number 2 from Brady Stanley. And Ross Buchan, he's going to claim himself a podium finish in heat race number 2. Now should have a bit of a 5-minute breather, I believe, before we get into that feature race tonight. There is your results. Simmons takes it out by 2 seconds from from Stanley, sorry, and then go back to Ross Buchan. 4.1 seconds adrift. Matt Pluck. That I've got some steering issues. Yeah.
Who's got steering issues?
Willie. Yeah, top 10 there. We go over.
Try and go the whole way over, Willie.
Yeah.
Give us a full lid skip.
Tell you what, Sigma been turning it on tonight as far as getting amongst the rollovers and a half rollover, quarter, a side skid.
You and Baker in for a yarn.
Only 19 starters there.
Yeah, Sam Waddell was our flyer. I parked it, I guess. Might have had some issues.
Mr. Baker sitting in the wings. Well, Ewan, a race 1 winner. A late pass on Simmons to get the job done, mate. That was a brilliant effort.
Yeah, far exceeded my expectations, to be honest. I thought this was going to be another repeat of last week, qualify on pole and just drift back with the tyre wear, but somehow managed to keep it under me, and I think that's slightly better than Xavier at saving tyres, so I'll take that. That's a rarity.
Yeah, tell you right, and yet we talk about tyres. What were they like after those heat races?
Honestly, not too bad. That second race was a bit tougher. It was getting quite loose out of turn 4, but I don't know whether that was just track temps rising or damage from the incident earlier. So it'll be interesting to see what it's like for the future.
Yeah, absolutely. Possibly tyre changes getting thrown amongst the mix in pit stops.
Yeah, at very least right sides like it was last week. I think if you take 4s, it's just way too long in the pits. So yeah, see how it feels. I mean, if I get 2/3 of the race in and the tyres feel fine, I probably would just chuck some fuel in it and go, but I'll see how it pans out.
Yeah, too right. Well, congrats on the race 1 win Ewan, and it looks like Xavier's just waiting in the wings there for a quick chat with us, mate. So we'll let you get back to pit lane and get ready for the feature race tonight and see if we're talking to you at the end of that one.
Yeah, all good. Fingers crossed. Cheers, guys.
Cheers. All right, we'll drag in our second heat race winner, Xavier Simmons, mate. A case of almost in the first heat race, but sealed the deal in heat race number 2 after a bit of a wild moment for some of the drivers.
Yeah, that second one kind of fell on my lap a little bit. Yeah, the first one I just pushed too hard too early and used my tyres up, but lit from it for the second one and sort of waited behind Kyle for a little bit before I decided to make a move, so yeah.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful move too, and just got yourself cleared out a little bit and settled in and got the job done, so good to see. But now, mate, a bit of work to do for the feature race. 16 spot invert ahead of you, so you'll be starting out of P16. It'll be, will it?
Yeah, not quite the same as last week where I started off pole.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, so a bit of work, but obviously the longer distance, so a bit more time to get it done as well. So we'll see how the progress goes for you.
Yeah, that'll be the plan. Just chip away slowly, get my stop in, and yeah, see where we end up.
We're getting
the
guys are going off in the chat.
Hey, how's your slug going on that top lip?
Oh, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's looking pretty good.
Did you shave it off and start again for Movember?
I sure did.
Well done. And have you been trying to race some funds?
I've been a bit useless at it, but maybe I can make a push for it in the last week.
Yeah, well, that's a way. Anything helps. I've managed myself to get up to 250 now, and
Ooh, not bad.
I grow a horrible mower, so I've been. It's kind of shameful. It feels my mower.
We have to see it. We'll have to see it on stream one day.
For sure.
I don't know
Before it goes, Brad.
Yeah, too right.
Well, I do keep everything normally, so yeah, the mower is always there. But by itself, it's just not the same.
Awesome. Well, just 30 seconds to go. Xavier, we'll let you go, mate. Get ready for that final race of the night. 40 minutes ahead of you, or how many many laps it's going to be. But
cheers, boys.
Yeah, cheers for coming in for a chat, mate. We'll see you possibly after this one.
Yeah, hopefully, eh?
Yeah, awesome. Cheers.
Yeah, of course, Movember goes for the whole of Movember. We're only 18 days in, so there's all kinds of ways you can raise money too. Moving for Movember is another one, or host a Movent.
Yeah, too right. Get amongst it for a good cause, that is for sure. But,
yeah, men's health and mental health and prostate testicular cancer is what they're raising funds for.
Yep, too right. All great causes. But here we go.
Instead of 5-minute warm up, just whipped and gone burgers. Yeah, we're into it.
Just like that. I tell you, that's a good thing about that full contact racing is on a Sunday night. We're pretty much done within half an hour, so she's short and sweet. But here we go. We will bring up your grids for the final race of the night. Out of the front row, it's going to be Willie McClune lining up next to Michael Kemp.
Row number 2, Paul McKenzie and Josh Murdens.
Out of row 3, it'll be Shane Mowring and Kyle Matthews.
Row number 4, Craig Brock and Ewan Baker.
Out of row 5, it'll be Corey Crossan lining up next to Josh Galashan.
Forgotten the row, but David Sontag and Bryce Harding.
Out of row 7, it'll be Matthew Pluck lining up next to Ross Buchan.
Row number 8, Brady Stanley and Xavier Simmons, couple of teammates.
Out of row number 9, it'll be Luke Dilworth lining up next to Mitch Fabish.
Row number 10, John Warburton and Sam Waddell. I don't think Sam's here, so
I
it'll be John Warburton.
I believe Warburton's gone and Sam Waddell's here now. So just to mix it up a little bit for you, Sam Waddell there and Warburton gone.
Oh, wow.
So bit of a change in scenes there. I'm going to say that we're going to have about 120 laps possibly, looking at the chat. 125 in
I
fact.
thought you were going to make a guess on how many lid skids. I'm going to go with we're going to have at least 3.
Ooh, 3. Ooh. Oh, I mean, I'd be in full support of that, so let's see what happens. Willie McClune in control of the 40-minute feature race, or 125 laps. I'm going to say 125. We'll get it done, unless everybody rolls. The lights are out on the safety car. About to get underway. Oh, hear that Limmy bash there.
Yeah, was that the safety car?
Yeah, I'm not sure. But I'll tell you what, Kempy here on the outside road, look out, anything could happen. Oh, they're already into each other, rubbing panels before the greens dropped. McClune hammered down into the early lead. And that 98, he is going to push. I'll tell you that much now, run the tyres off that car. See Mertens in the background there in that 42, having a bit of a battle at the moment with Kyle Matthews. Change that for us so it's a bit easier to see there, Corey.
Oh, I was too busy looking at the action.
Oh, is that someone around in the background? No, thought someone had a big slide.
Yeah, Corey Crossan. So what's happened to Corey Crossan? He's right at the back now.
Yeah, well, that possibly was Corey then. That I thought I saw someone go round.
Yeah, Brady Stanley, he was sort of up where Xavier is as well.
Let's see what's happened here to Crossan. It's in the middle of that pack there. He's got Bucket in front of him. Oh, Harding. Oh! Wow. I'm not quite sure what has unfolded there. See if we can get a different camera angle going, and just the Crossan. I think he might have chopped the nose off of Harding and just unsettled that car, and that's resulted in Harding coming back up the track possibly. Looked up the inside. Oh, it's hard to say. Someone else could be the ref of that. They are teammates, yes. So I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Very unlikely, unintentional. Even though we did have some of them in the chat before saying they were going to take each other out or block each other.
Well, they're sticking true to their words. So.
Yeah. There's McClune out front early, so we've already lost Kempy as well. Have we? No, he's just back in 5th.
Yeah, he's just been passed by a couple of cars. Kyle Matthews now up into 2nd. Josh Mertens there in 4th. Ewan Baker, he's made good ground. And
there's the 51 of Pluck. He's been turned around, I'd say, backwards into the fence.
He's already a lap down too, Plucky.
Sam Waddell already down pit lane. So, and another couple of cars heading that way too. David Sontag, he's going to come down pit lane. Just seeing if I can. It looks like Craig Brock, Ross Bucket possibly came into contact with Pluck as well. We'll go back and we may as well have a look at what has happened. As McClune leads it out. Cole Matthews, though, he's starting to get on the back of him. Let's see what's. Oh, well. You said it in the chat there, Ben. Sigma on Sigma. Now KSR on KSR. Craig Brock getting into the back of Matt Pluck. And I tell you what, if there's THD drivers out there, they'd be doing the same. They would be doing the same. The motto, we race together, we crash together. So Willie McClune leads it out from Matthews.
We used to, at KRF, if you took a teammate out, you ended up with the poo car for the next event. And a big poo on the side of it that says, I had a teammate.
Oh, that is classic.
Maybe we should bring that back.
Yeah, that
if
is
you had
brilliant.
a teammate, you should have to run the poo car.
Yeah, that's what happens when he's not there to keep them in line, eh? It's the field there roaring past. As McLean still half a second over Cole Matthews, but we heard from a couple of those drivers. Certainly talked about tyres, so let's see who can save their tyres the best. I don't know if you saw that earlier, that rollover earlier, Ben, but hopefully I should have a clip of it on my page somewhere. I'll have a look after the race. There's a Dilworth going over in heat race number 2. Always good form seeing rollovers. McLean still just keeping that margin about the same. The undercut was real last week. Yeah, I could see it being the same this week, so something to keep an eye on as Dilworth now gets himself up into 3rd position. This goes around the 42 of Murdens. A set of sights on the 113 of Kyle Matthews. That paint job is looking the part there for Matthews.
Cheetos.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Of course, he's a lone KRF driver out here, so having to battle with all these other guys with teammates. Maybe some of them other KRF guys could get out there, eh?
Yeah, too right. Of course, tomorrow night as well. Man, we go something a bit different. And a bit of rallycross, I believe. At the Dirt Daytona rallycross track. So that is going to be something worth tuning in for, I can tell you that much. Kempy and I on the call this week for that one. It's Sunday night, round 4 of the full contact street stock, or mini stock series, I should say. Should be a ripper. And you guys over at the Broadcasting Lounge got a bit of V8s on tomorrow night, is it, Corey?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, V8s tomorrow. Where
you're not sure.
On a racetrack.
Yeah, that's, hey, don't worry about it, because I'm like that when we. I was just thinking that then for round 4 of the full contact series where we were.
Oh no, I do know.
Heading to for that one.
It's the final round of the MRX Endurance Series tomorrow night, and it's pretty spicy. I think any of the top 5 can take it out.
So it's not supercars.
It is supercars.
Oh.
Yeah. It's at Algrave, and it's a hour and a half enduro.
Oh yeah.
Algarve, I think you call it.
Oh. Got your work cut out for you there. Bit of an endurance call.
Yeah. Well, I had we had an endurance round on a Monday. I had one on a Tuesday, had one on a Thursday, and I had one on the Sunday. There at one point.
Holy.
Yeah, endurance week.
Man, that would have been an absolute mission, no doubt.
Luke Dilworth's managed to get the job done around Kyle Matthews too.
Yeah, and he's on the back of Willie McLean at the moment too, just while we're watching this battle back here between Fabish and Simmons and Ross Buchan, I believe, is it? But Buchan's a lap down, so, well, make that 3 laps down in fact. So, there you go, there is that gap. Out the front at the moment. What sort of gyro shot have we got on these cars? Oh, a whole lot of rear vision mirror.
Yeah, that car's working.
Yeah, Dilworth seems to have a fair bit of pace on that car at the moment. Wants to pull up the side to 29 of McLean. Can he work a way past here?
Great shots from the GoPro hanging out the side of Dilworth.
Yeah, that's great work. I personally would have called it the cameraman hanging out the side of the car, but that's one version there alongside each other now. Is Dilworth going to have it this time? Oh, nothing in it. Oh, you got to love it.
Lap car up in front of them as well.
Rubbins Racing. Yeah, no yellows there. Hey, I tell you what, Liam, there's absolutely no way I would have agreed to call this series if there was yellows. No deal at all. Although
We would have got half a dozen laps that last race.
yeah. Although this feature's been hasn't been too bad. There was an early crash, so we would have gone under yellow fairly quickly. But, yeah.
Bryce Harding up in front of them.
Man, I think last week I don't even know if we would have even got a green flag lapping, would we?
No, it was like a 14-second lap or something,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, or just all the carnage that there was too. Yeah. But yeah, you are right. That is Bryce Harding. Just sits up in front of these two. He's already a lap down, so he's going to go down another lap. So these guys battle it out for the lead. And we see Baker now. He finds himself now up into P3. So he has had a massive drive so far from P16, didn't he start?
Well, he's up 16 spots into first, so yep, that makes sense.
No, that's Dilworth.
Oh, right.
Well, Simmons won the last race, didn't he? Sorry, yeah, that's right. Baker won the first one. Geez, getting confused already. 34 laps in of this 125 lap feature race. Should have been like 12 last week. 12?
If we got someone watching now, how's my mic? Does it sound shit, or is it okay? If it's shit, I'm going to throw it in the bin.
I reckon it sounds perfect to me.
Well, as long as it sounds better than the other one, we're alright.
Absolutely. Cars fairly well spread out at the moment. Just saw David Sontag. He was too wide. Looking for a way past the 16 of Buchan. As yet, no luck. But Dilworth still leading it out just over teammate Willie McLeod. And Ewan Baker, he's on a charge. So when do you reckon we're going to see some stops here? Obviously 40 laps is easy on fuel. If it was my guess, I'm going to say anywhere from lap 65.
Yeah, somewhere from 65 to 75. That's
yeah,
somewhere around there.
Possibly see some stops. Someone looking for an undercut. We'll see them in earlier. Maybe the likes of Ewan Baker. Mike's a fine. There you go. Yo, how are we, Tomo? Mate, you missed out again. Why weren't you racing in this? Was there something on at Kiwi Factor tonight? Could have got amongst it. Where's our mate Michael Kemp? He still sits in P5. Having a bit of a cleaner run in this one. He'll be happy about that. We'll just throw heaps of commentators' curse at him right now.
Yeah, he's having a great race. He hasn't even been on his roof.
Oh, they're hard into the fence down the straight. So...
Still hasn't been on his roof.
Yeah, disappointment all round.
We have had a car maybe do a slight lid skid. We've had a rollover, but we've had a halfway there from McLean. But no full, we're not happy unless it's sliding down the track on its roof.
Yeah, well, we did get a full rollover though from Dilworth. A side slide from McLean. 1v1
Yes.
runoff cup. Oh, yeah, nice.
What, run off the pier.
So it would have been super stocks or stock cars.
Oh, okay. Just 1v1, so just a battle. Yeah, that sounds like a bit of fun.
Yeah, just like runoffs like they do if they're tied on points at championships or anything like that. Yeah, Baker up to second now. So, Dilworth still out front from Baker. Matthews. So has Willie McLean come down the pit lane? No? Hang on.
No.
Yes, he has.
He has.
He stopped. There you go. So we missed that. I should turn the notifications on so we don't miss them. So McLoone has stopped early, and he is definitely looking for the undercut.
So you come in lap 42.
There you go. So first car to make a stop, Willie McLoone. Baker, yeah, is in second, just a second back from Dilworth. Got a bit of lap traffic in between of Bryce Harding. And that's
So he's
79.
been down the lane as well, Bryce Harding. So he'll get that lap back when these guys come in the pits to do their service.
Yeah, these laps are certainly ticking by fairly quickly. So they've obviously been crunching the numbers down pit lane. When is the earliest they can stop to make sure they get home on fuel? Willie
Sorry,
McLean.
Bryce Harding is 2 laps down and he's 36 laps on tyres, so he obviously got caught up in trouble there at the start.
Yeah, early stop for... Oh yeah, that's nice. It just, you can just see that, can't you? On your screen.
Yeah, no, I have. Yeah, Brad's Skyping me live timing tonight, so I don't feel left out with data. Thank you, Brad.
Got to be amongst the action, eh? Got to be amongst it.
I guess it's all. It's my only tool that I've got. It's not giving me as much data as I get from SDK, but
yeah,
it's better than just looking at your Discord stream and all I've got is your tower.
Yeah, too right, too right. Here goes Baker now, trying to find a way past this lap traffic. Set of sights on Dilworth up in the distance. But you check out those lap times and there is absolutely nothing in it between these two. But Baker now is going to be getting held up big time behind the 79. He's going to want to get past this car ASAP. Oh, turns him. Take that, he says.
It's a bit of a Mr. Plough moment.
And Baker. Well, here we go. Cole Matthews now down pit lane. Like a KSR car down on the apron as well. So elbows out for Baker there. Got into the 79, turned him around. Had enough of your games. Carries on. Dilworth still leading the way. What sort of lap times is Willie McLoone putting out at the moment? Slower than the leaders. After his stop, he's doing 18.469 last time. Oh, sorry, no, 18.6. So he is going quicker, just 18.678 for McLoone, 18.788 for Dilworth. Last time by, and Dilworth has plenty of clear track at the moment. In front of him, Baker a long way back, 2 seconds.
Looks like Kyle Matthews has got out in front of Willie McLoone.
Yeah, that's interesting.
He's got a good 6 seconds, hasn't he?
So if we check out their times down pit lane, and in the box, Cole Matthews is 10 seconds. 10 seconds quicker. Mate, that 11 seconds quicker, is it? Than Willie McLoone. So is he looking a 2-stop?
He could be, yeah.
You would think that's no
That's
way
an
near.
interesting call.
Oh, mind you, Bryce Harding. Well, he stopped ages ago though, so he put in all he could, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that was a fast repair situation there for Bryce Harding as well.
Yeah, the other two that have, I'd say, stopped for fuel, both 20-second stops, well, in the box themselves. So, yeah, let's see what happens with Matthews. Is Dilworth now race leader down pit lane. Baker.
It's interesting they're coming in one at a time, like nobody's following, you know, like,
Yeah.
no follow the leader stuff. So obviously the fuel level is still good. At 60 laps here, we've gone on fuel.
Yep, and that should
The
be
tyres holding it.
a fuel and tyres to the end. So, well, there you go, though, Dilworth. So that'll be it then. 4 tyres compared to 2. Dilworth, 11.1 in the box. Surely has only taken 2 tyres. And Baker spoke about that in the break. He said taking 4 tyres will probably kill you down pit lane, so he'll look at taking only rights. So Let's
And
just see.
He's come out in 14th, Luke Dilworth. So Kyle Matthews is now in 11th, and he's the first of the cars that have made a stop. So Dilworth pitted from the lead, but that's looking all right for Kyle Matthews at the moment.
Yeah, that's great work from Matthews to be able to come out in front of those guys. Corey Crossan now makes his way down pit road. See what sort of see what sort of stop he does here, because this is going to be interesting as well. And it looks like he 12.5 seconds. So yeah, plenty of different times at the moment. Mitch Fabish now down pit lane. You can see his car stationary there. He's going up on the jacks. So we'll keep an eye on this, and this is probably going to give us a clear indication. There you go, right sides only out in 11.4 seconds. So that is the difference at the moment. Let's see what Willie McClune can do. Of course, he's out there 4 new tyres. But lost a fair chunk of track time, to be fair, doing that.
Yeah, so he's the first of the cars that have taken 4 tyres.
And here goes Baker. Simmons is going to take over the race lead, so Baker now down pit lane. Surely, he said it early, the right sides only. Kempy's doing a great job, hasn't come in yet, and he obviously been looking after those tyres. Looked like he was going to have a bit of a crack at Simmons there.
Yeah, Kempy just wants to lead a lap.
Yeah.
He'd be happy. I reckon he'd sleep well.
Yeah, get amongst it. Baker, 12.5 second stop. So that's him outdone as well. Craig Brock down pit lane. So everyone cycling through, getting their stops done. Simmons out of the lead. And we better watch this, folks. Get amongst it, Kempy. In the 98, looking to lead a lap here at Kern Raceway. What a moment for the 98.
Yeah, lap 69, nice.
Yeah, how good. What a lap to
The
lead.
ACC would love that.
Yeah, get amongst it. So, Kempy gets himself into the laps led column. Will we see him head down pit lane fairly shortly? So what are we, 70 laps in now? This race, it's going by fairly quickly out there. Merton's now down pit lane. Last time by for Kempy was a 18.660. The guys who have stopped, 18.4s. 18.5 for Baker. 18.5 for Fabish. And I tell you what, Simmons, he's got himself out in front of Willie McClune as well. So Willie McClune, 4 tyres. He's lost a lot
Come
of
the
time.
end, I think that might play into his, might play in a bit better, because these, everyone's done insides, or outsides, sorry, in the pits, haven't they?
Yeah, so everyone that's done the shorter stops, I think there's only a couple of cars by the looks that have done 4 tyres, and one of them's Willie McClune, and the other one looks like probably Ross Buchan has taken all 4. Everyone else rights only.
Yeah, playing into Kyle Matthews' hands, but there's still a long way to go, and we know that any of these guys in behind him, they'll snap at any chance they can to get a win.
Yeah, too right. I'd say you can pretty much count on Kempy running late for as long as he can. And it'll be interesting to see what he does as far as tyres go. I don't think rights only would be crossing his mind. But here we go, Galashan. He's going to take all 4 tyres now. Give a longer stop for him, and that is going to hurt big time. 25.3 second stop. Wow.
It's brought him out in around 15th position too.
Yeah, 2 laps down on the race lead. Of course, everyone's going to get that lap back. At least 1 when Kempy gets down pit lane. 3 cars left to make that stop. 76 laps in of 125. Still got 15 minutes left as far as the time goes before we get time certain.
Yeah, 40 odd laps left.
Yes, Mackenzie now down pit lane. Just 2 left to get their stops done. One of them, the number 7, he's having a bit of a better run this time. We saw him in all sorts of trouble in that other race. Just getting into it. Settled down in this one. Mackenzie, right sides only, back out on track. And still no sign of the 98 down pit lane. Now he's about to lap Moering, in fact. See Corey crossing by the looks, just in behind the 98. And you'll see, here he goes, he's pulled the pin, heading down pit lane. He said that's enough laps led for tonight. We'll carry on. Moering will take over the lead, and you talk about Kyle Matthews. He is going to be the leader once everyone has cycled through their stops. He's got about a couple of seconds of that. Back to Dilworth at the moment.
Yeah, no tow. So anybody out there running close together is going to have a bit of an advantage. So maybe a pack of cars is going to be all that's going to manage to catch up on them here.
What's going on here? Willie McClone back down pit lane. So costly, big time. McClone heads back down pit lane. No idea why. Possibly a drive-through penalty. Keep an eye on things here. Oh, he's lighting it up. He said that's enough for one night. He's out of guts full by the looks. And has parked it up.
Ripped it up, I think.
So there you go.
If you're going to go out in style at least, do a lead skid, Willie.
Yeah, I reckon could have sent it off the end of the straight and put it on its roof for us, but nonetheless, the car down. He is actually having a pit stop there, so there's Matt Pluck down pit lane as well.
Interesting.
Yes. Very. So Pluck just top up with fuel by the looks of things. Gets himself back out onto the circuit. 85 laps in the books, 41 to go.
So these guys that have done these 11, 12 second pit stops, have they got enough fuel to get home?
Surely they have. Surely. No one looks like they're fuel saving at the moment. Everyone all in the 18-second laps. Pluck probably a bit of a mishap. Look at Willie McLean's. Look at Willie McLean's stop time, 1.5 seconds. He has pulled the pin. Has he, or is he back out on track now? There he is, back out on track. Just letting the field through. He's going to turn right on the 79 of Harding. Lets him go through. He's going to put him on his roof for us.
We'd love to see it.
Harding sits back in P11 at the moment. Oh boy. Shane Moering in the pit lane. Kyle Matthews now takes the race lead.
Just over half a second behind Luke Dilworth now.
And Moering, I'd say he's done all 4 tyres with that stop. 24.2 seconds in the pit box. Well, where have you been? Why wait till next week? Kempy's catching the leaders. Let's keep an eye on this. Kempy, of course, made that late stop. He's doing 18.4s out there. Everyone else in about the 18.5, 18.6s. So could he get to them? 6 seconds. The gap. What have we got? About 35 laps remaining.
Yeah, those top 4 cars now are within a second of each other.
Yeah, you can see that. The 79 of Harding is there just in front of McLean, but you get to that race leader. 113 and Matthews, and Ewan Baker, he is right on Dilworth's tailpipe. Can he get himself up onto the top step of the podium in the big feature race here tonight?
Yeah, so these top 4 cars are in it, and a wee bit of a gap back Brady Stanley, but then he's got an angry pack sitting in behind him as well.
He goes pulled back about a second in 5 laps, so that, if he keeps going at that, that's going to be enough to get to the back of the leaders. We'll keep an eye on that. Is Bristol next week, is it, Josh? High Banks of Bristol. Dilworth looking to apply the pressure. And this is helping Kempy now. We see that margin, just 5 seconds now. And he will have it pinned back and absolutely hoping for the best. Yeah, he needs to get past them very quickly. It's 4.8 seconds back. Dilworth now looking for a pass. You can just see Kempy now approaching the group of cars behind us. Dilworth looks up the inside, and Baker's going to make it 3 wide. Look out! Thinks better of it. I would have thought it was a great idea. Yeah, you can see Kempy's just in behind that group of cars behind. And I think there's lap cars involved in that as well. As Matthews here into the back of the 63. It is elbows out here in the feature race. Get amongst it, Baker. Simmons on the scene as well. All of a sudden, we are on. Kempy now 4.3 seconds. The more these guys race, Matthews almost turned around by the 11 of Simmons as he came across the front of the car.
He wanted that inside that much.
And just to spice it up, Corey, we've got lap traffic. Is that...
Getting out of the way, though.
Is that... Oh, that's Buchan. He lets them by. Great job there. Doesn't want anything to do with that. And Baker now looking to fire it up the inside of the 63. Can he move himself into the lead? This is just bringing that group in behind even closer as well. Simmons side by side with Matthews for 3rd. Baker, he showed the nose big time for the 63 as he's setting it up for another crack here up the inside. Dilworth just holding that line. Things heating up.
Xavier and Kyle Matthews been side by side now for a couple of laps.
Yeah, great battle going on here for the podium spots. Kempy now, he's got it down to 4 seconds. Still
Tell you what, these two need to get in behind each other and...
tandem! Matthews into the 11, big time! And Stanley nowhere to go. Kempy manages to get through it and is up into P5. What is going on? Great run from the 98. Matthews, big damage. Make it P4 for Kempy. Can he get on the podium? The hunt is on. He's about a second behind Fabish. You see him just up in the distance. But that has taken Kyle Matthews out of the picture. Looked like a big reverse spin on the 11. Absolutely sent him. Bring the replay up as these guys battle it out. Just looked, yeah, it just looked like he got onto him. That's all it looked like. 113 here, we'll see it. Simmons, oh, yeah.
I think he was just trying to slide in behind Simmons and just a misjudge there.
Yeah, so that was a big moment there. As we go back live, Dilworth still leading it from Baker. Kempy sits back in P4. He is on some sort of run. There is Simmons there with that damage. Oh, that's one car to keep an eye on. He just had a big shot there at the 113. So keep your eyes peeled on that. Simmons, he will not be happy that we're having a great battle. And it just went south. But Baker now on the back. I feel there's going to be something spicy coming up here, folks. The 11. Trawling the pole line, the leaders here going at it. Baker for the lead. Can he get it done this time? Up the inside of the 63, not quite. Doesn't quite get the job done there. Kempe. It's about 1.3 back from Fabish. I don't think he's going to be able to get to him. Simmons up in front here. Down on the pole line. Down on the apron. He's going to bring it down pit road, is he? Not this time. That car smoking away like a train. Is Matthews back out on track?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's in 8th at the moment.
Here he is, the 113. He's got Galashan in behind. That AC Dalco's car. And the 11 of Simmons, you feel this time. Oh, Matthews is going to drive straight through him, turns him around again. What is going on, folks? What is going on here? The 113 of Kyle Matthews just drove straight through him. Inside Dilworth and Baker's still going at it side by side. This is a cracking battle for the lead. Kempe, I don't think he's going to get to the back of Fabish. But still, he's going to be mighty pumped with the top 5 finish, I can tell you that much. Yeah, oh yeah, how good would that radio chat be going at the moment? Yeah, not what you want to see. Unfortunate, but Baker is making a race of this. Can he get it done? The 34 up the inside of the 63 again. Rubbing panels, you gotta love it. Can Baker get the job done? He's running that bottom at the moment. Simmons down pit lane along with Matthews, Willie McClune as well for the 600th time in the feature race down pit lane. Dilworth and Baker, the battle is out front at the moment. That margin just getting away a bit for Kempe as he sits back at P4. Don't think he's quite going to get the podium tonight, but nonetheless a great drive if he can bring it home where he's sitting at the moment.
He's come back strong, Kempe.
Yeah, he's been looking for a bit of luck for a long time in the oval racing, and tonight, well, the feature race seems possibly like he's found some. Here's the 51 a Pluck, look out! The 34. Well, an almost moment there. It's Baker still trying to find a way past. This is brilliant driving from the 63 of Dilworth, of course. Inns car champion from season 2. Knows his way around an oval. Looking to get things done here. As far as when they stopped, Baker was... He's got about 7 lap fresher tyres on that car compared to Dilworth. But, we have seen him moving around a fair bit. As we saw a car. What's happened to Kempe? Why is it saying he's out? Has he been disqualified?
Oh no.
Has he been disqualified? You got to be joking me.
5 to go. Is there an incident limit?
I don't know. I actually do not know. Here's the pass for the lead again. It's huge battle going on. I'll try and find it. Yeah, I can't see anything about that. It doesn't say much about that, but he's gone. Kempe is gone. I'd say he's run out of incident points. He's been DQ'd from the race, and that, well, that is a huge shame. He was having a hell of a run out there, but it's come unstuck for him. And that is the only thing I can think of. You can see it there. He's out of the race. Left the server, I believe, in disgust. Simmons sits down pit lane. We'll get rid of that for you. Just a couple of laps to go. It is Baker in front. Completely missed that while I was looking at the other screen. And there you go, confirmation from Xavier in the chat that it is a DQ for Michael Kemp. So, but Baker here Tell you what, that battle was huge for the lead. Managed to get in front of Dilworth. He's got the 9 across and up in front of him. It's going to be nice and clean here. Final lap for the 34. Lap traffic side by side. Baker's going to have to force his way through here. Gets up the inside of the 9. Dilworth throws everything at it on the final corner, but it's going to be Baker. Gets the job done. And he will be one. Oh, Jesus. Dilworth just sends Crossing at the end for good measure.
Well, at least they're teammates.
Yeah. Gives him a bit of send it. Oh, man, it is heartbreak for Kempy. He was running a superb race.
Did he drop out?
Yeah. Yeah, so must just be a DQ for points. Look at the front of this thing. Sitting up in the air. Baker celebrating. Oh, and Moring comes through and cleans him up for good measure. T will be rather happy with that effort, Corey. What a race it was. Man, she got interesting towards the end.
He's already in here, Ewan Baker too.
Waiting in the wings, he wants to get it done. We'll see. What do we got? Mitch Fabish and Dilworth, possibly Dilworth, I guess. May come in for a chat. But we'll talk to our race winner while he's out there on track. Ewan Baker, mate, what a drive. A late pass on Dilworth to claim the victory. Yeah, man, you got to be stoked. Avoided a bit of carnage out there, but got it done.
Yeah, I can imagine it was a bit chaotic out there. And yeah, that battle with Luke was pretty epic. It's tough to pass someone when they have the high line. They just get such a good drive out of the corners. So I knew it's like, well, I either sit back here or I'll get my elbows out a bit. So I hopefully didn't rough him up too badly, but no, that was a lot of fun. Enjoyed that. Yeah,
certainly. We did too in the comms box and all the action that was going on around you as well. Cars finding themselves reverse spun into the fence and all sorts of shenanigans going on. But yeah, there you go. Killed his tyre from Dilworth. But mate, that was a hell of a charge, Ewan.
Yeah, thanks. It came together tonight. Yeah, I was talking down my chances last night when talked to you. So yeah, no, I asked Pluck a few tips and tricks for trying to save tires, and kept that in mind. And clearly, the guy knows some stuff. So yeah, put it into practice, and it worked. Yeah, just knew I had to try and focus on that run a lap time. Don't get too caught up in it and burn off what I've got, and it worked perfectly.
Yeah, saved your run for the perfect time. Got it done. Took 2 tyres in the stops, and well, I think most of the field did. I think a couple of cars decided to take 4 tyres, but ultimately 2 tyre stop was the trick, and worked off well, paid off well for you.
Yeah, exactly. I think Matt Pluck took no tyres, so he was going for the run them the whole race, and I think he regretted that slightly. Didn't really give him what he hoped for, but he's a braver man than I tell you that.
Yeah, too right. Well, mate, great run again, and while you're in here, shout out to your sponsors or anyone else you wanted to thank.
Yeah, huge thanks to Kiwi Sim Racing and sponsors InspireNet, Speed Nation, and Scott Technology. So yeah, big shout out to you guys. Yeah,
awesome. Well, again, Ewan, congrats on the win. Thanks for coming in and having a chat with us, mate. Always appreciate it. And are we going to see you present tomorrow night for a bit of dirt rallycross racing, I believe?
Oh, absolutely. That last time we did that end of last year, it was some of the most fun I've had on iRacing. So it's great just to get a bunch of the lads in and absolutely send it on some dirt. It's, yeah, what more could you want? Yeah, too right. Well, again, Ewan, thanks for popping in for a chat, mate, and hey, we'll see you on the next one. Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. Yeah, cheers. Well, Corey, mate, oval racing, how good is it? I gotta love it.
Pretty good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
And I've enjoyed the first 2 rounds, and it's I'm learning new things.
Yeah.
There was a lot of shenanigans going on that one, so I'm sure the powers that be will unpack all of that.
Yeah, and if not, be back next week for the revenge hit. I'm looking forward to that one. It's seen it in chat before. I'll get amongst it. But from Kern Raceway, cheers everyone who did tune into the stream tonight. It's been a hell of a night, rollovers and all sorts. Cheers for the raid as well, Corey. Appreciate that. It's got to be a good commentator with a name like Corey. There you go. But
Yeah, got an E in my name though.
But yeah,
Everything's better with E.
yeah, too right. Again, thanks everyone for tuning in. Make sure you tune in again tomorrow night. We'll be live just on the Twitch channel and my Facebook page. Hopefully I remember to turn YouTube off. And we'll catch you all there for a bit of Dirt Rallycross racing. Until then, enjoy the rest of your evening.